Good morning, dear students. Today we'll be starting with exercise 2.3. Yesterday we discussed about the multiplication of fraction, where I segregated multiplication of fraction into two parts, type 1, type 2. Type 1, exercise 2.2 was completely based on type 2, type 1, and type 2 is completely based on exercise 2.3. So 2.3 completely based on type 2. Let's see, but before that, if you remember yesterday, I discussed few basic important parameters with you, that what happens in multiplication when two improper fractions are multiplied, the result is always improper. When and proper and improper are multiplied, the result is improper or proper, it depends. When two proper fractions are multiplied, the result is always proper fraction. This is what I discussed with you. So let's see two more important fundamentals, that whenever two proper fractions are multiplied, the result is always smaller than each of the fraction. That's very important. Understand, for example, and let me take an example. 3 by 4 multiplied with 5 by 6. If we will solve, we'll be getting 3 into 5, 4 into 6, 3, 2, we'll be getting 5 by 8. Yes, as a result. If we compare 3 by 4 and 5 by 8, we'll see that 3 into 8, 5 into 4, 24, 20, this is bigger. Yes or no? If we compare 5 and 6 with 5 by 8, again we'll see 5 into 8, 5 into 6, it's 40 and it's 30 if we see again. This is what the statement, whenever the two proper fractions are multiplied, result is always smaller than each of the fraction, hence verified. Clear? Next. When two improper fractions are multiplied, the result is always greater than each of the fraction. That's again very important. Let's observe this. For example, 11 by 4 multiplied with 9 by 8. If we compare, I'll be getting 99 upon 32, right? Let's compare 11 by 4, 99 by 32. If I'll compare 11 into 32, 99 into 4, it is 352. It is 3. So what do you observe? This is bigger, this is bigger. First thing is proved, result is bigger than fraction. Next, 9 by 8, 99 by 32, 32 into 9, 9 into 8. Just compare yourself, you will be getting, definitely this is bigger, hence verified. So these two results are very important. When two proper fractions are multiplied, the result is always smaller than each of the fraction. When two improper fractions are multiplied, the result is always greater than each of the fraction. Very important concept from the NCERT. You have to remember this. Very theoretical, but you have to remember this, that this is very important conclusion on this. Clear? So now let's start with the exercise immediately. Exercise 2.3, where we'll be multiplying type 2. Type 2 means multiplication of fractions. Clear? First question, find, again very easy. Question number 1, find 1 by 4 of A part, 1 by 4 B part, 3 by 5 C part, 4 by 3. Very simple. 1 by 4 of means multiply, 1 by 4 first part. How we do multiplication? Numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator, 1 by 16. Second part, 1 by 4 of 3 by 5 means 1 by 4 into 3 by 5, 1 into 3, 4 into 5, answer is 3 upon 20. Third part, very easy, 1 by 4 of 4 by 3, 1 by 4 into 4 by 3, 4 4 cancel, 1 into 1, 1 into 3, 1 by 3. Again observe very clearly, like in proper fraction, result is smaller than each of the fraction. Proper fraction, result is smaller. Proper fraction, improper fraction. Just we can observe this also. If we see, this is proper, this is improper. Result 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 3. If we observe, here it is 3, here it is 4. This is bigger. If we observe 4 by 3, 1 by 3, 12, 3, this is bigger. So we can say that in case of proper into improper multiplication, result is greater than proper, but less than what? Improper. This is very important confusion we can. Again understand what I am saying. 1 by 4, 1 by 3. If I compare, this is 3, this is 4. It means result is greater than proper fraction. Clear? Now, if I compare 4 by 3, 1 by 3, again it is 12, it is 3. Again what we conclude? Proper fraction. So again we can conclude that in case of proper into improper, result is all. We can say that result is greater than proper but less than improper. Again, clear? This is what we can conclude from. Second part you can try. Question number 2. Question number 2. Multiply and reduce to lowest form. Multiply and reduce to lowest form. If possible. It's written if possible. 2 by 3 into 2, 2 by 3. Of course we have to convert improper into proper. Mixed fraction into improper. That is 8 by 3. Now 2 into 8. 3 into 3, it is 16 by 9. I can clearly write 7 by 9 is the answer. If you want to convert, or you can leave it as it is here, that's not a problem. If you don't want to convert into mixed fraction, you can leave it as it is. Lowest form, but it is in lowest form. Next, second part. 2 by 7 into 7 by 9. Clearly we can cancel this. So answer is 2 into 1, 1 into 9, 2 by 9. Lowest form. Third one, 3 by 8, 6 by 4. We can reduce. 2, 3, 2, 4. We'll be getting 3 into 3, 4 into 4. That is 9 by 16. Clear? Fourth part. 9 by 5 into 3 by 5. 9 into 3, 5 into 3, 27 by 25. Many students do what blunder there. They think 9 3s are 5 5s, they'll cut 9 and 5. No, they must be cut by the same. Okay? Fifth part. 1 by 3, 15 by 8. Cancel. Answer is 5 by 8. Sixth, 7th is your homework. You have to try it. Clear? Question number 3. Question number 3. Multiply the following fractions again. Very simple. Again multiply first part. 2 by 5. 5 1 by 4. 2 by 5. 21 by 4. Cancel out. 1 2. 1 into 21. 5 into 2. That is 21 upon 10. Here. If you want to convert into mixed fraction, you can. If you can do it also. That's not a problem because this is in mixed fraction. So you can do also. 6 2 by 5. 7 by 9. 32 by 5 into 7 by 9. So that becomes 32 into 7. 5 into 9. 32 by 7 becomes 2 to 4 and this becomes 45. Again you can reduce if you want. Yep. Third part, you can try rest of the questions. Homework, rest of the questions you can try, they are exactly same. If in any question you feel a doubt, let me do 6th question for you, 6th part. Maybe you feel a doubt. into 3, that will convert into this 13 into 5, 3 into 1, 13 into 3, 5 into 1, 39 upon 5. Clear? Can we do it rest of the parts? Very easy to do. Multiplication is very easy. You need not to worry about the LCM, then multiplication, then simple multiplication. Numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. Clear? Question number 4. Which is greater? Again comparison. Which is greater? That means comparison. Compare you have to do. 2 by 7 of 3 by 4 or 3 by 5 of 5 by 8. Very easy. Simple. 3 by 7 of. 3 by 7 of means 3 in this, or 3 by 5 of means this. Cancel out. Cancel out. We'll be getting 3 by 14 or 3 by 8. Compare. How to compare? Cross multiplication. By cross multiplication, you have to write which method you have used. That's very, very important. Cross multiplication, 3 into 8, 14 into 3, that's 24, and here you will be getting 42. Therefore, which is greater? This is greater. Therefore, 3 by 5 of 5 by 8 is greater. Are we clear? This is how we will compare. Second part we can do. Question number 5. Statement questions. Statement questions. Saili plants 4 saplings. What do you mean by saplings? Sapling means small plants. Small plants are known as saplings. So sapling means small plants. Again a value based question. Growing plants. Again very important for oxygen. You can see what scenario is happening without oxygen. People are dying due to shortage of oxygen. So it's very, very important to plant more number of trees and don't cut trees unnecessarily, please. Don't go for deforestation, go towards afforestation on large scale. Clear? Again a very good question. So here it is given that we have a girl, Saili. She wants to plant 4 saplings. I'll be taking for example. She wants to plant 4 saplings. Like she wants to plant, for example, this is one plant. This is one plant. She wants to plant 4 saplings at a distance of. Wait. Let me do correctly because it will help you. Otherwise, you'll get confused. For example, let me start from point A, B, C, and D. C has grown 4 saplings, so let me take first sapling here, first sapling, second sapling, third sapling, fourth sapling. This is what the sapling. 4 sapling means small plant she has grown. Provided at the distance of, it is given that the distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 by 4. What do you mean by adjacent means next? I think in English you have heard about the word adjacent. Adjacent means next. Adjacent angle. So you will see adjacent angle. So the distance between this 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. We have to find what is the distance between first and last sapling. So what is the distance between first and last sapling? This is what is the question. Very simple. What we'll do? Distance between one sapling. How many distances are there? A, B, C, 3. So we can do it directly even. Without thinking much, we can do it directly even. How will you do? That how many saplings she wants to grow in a row? Clear? Distance between 2 adjacent saplings. The number of saplings Sally wants to grow in a row is equal to 4. The distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4. Therefore, the distance between first and last sapling is, can I say, AB plus BC plus CD, that is equal to 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4, or can I say 3 into 3 by 4. Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. Just to prove, directly you can do with this method also. Just to prove how, that is why I am doing this way. So I can write 3 by 4, 3 by 4, how many times it is coming? 3. So what is the total distance? Because we have to find this total distance. So what is the total distance here? Simple, 3 into 3 upon 4 into 1, that is 9 by 4 meter. Therefore the distance between first and fourth, means last sapling, is, this is third sapling, this is second sapling, this is third sapling. So distance between first and the last sapling is 9 by 4 meter. Are we clear? Any doubt anyone is having in the question? So again I am repeating the question. We have been given 4 saplings and the distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4. We have to find the distance between first and last sapling. So what we will do? This distance plus this distance plus this distance. This is same, but you know that repeated addition is nothing but multiplication. So we can write this as 3 into 3 by 4. On solving, you will be getting 9 by 4. Here, question number 6. Now question number 6 is about Lipika. Lipika reads a book for 3 1/4 hours every day. She reads the entire books in 6 days. How many hours were all required to her to read the book? That's important. So we have a girl, Lipika. So we can write amount of book read by Lipika every day. That is 1 3 by 4 hours. It means I can write 7 by 4 hours. Therefore, amount of book read by Lipika in 6 days. Unitary method. 1 day this, in 6 days how much? So 6 into 7 by 4, 3, 2. So we'll be getting 3 into 7, 2 into 1, 21 by 2. It means 10, 1 by 2 hours. So she read this amount of book in 6 days. For this hours, let me write better. I can write how many hours, the amount of hours. Better, let me write number of hours book read by Deepika. Here also I'll be writing, because we have to find number of hours. Number of hours book read by Lipika every day. Number of hours book read by Lipika in 6 days. Are we clear? Simple method, unitary method. Every day she reads this much. So in 6 days, in what hour she will be reading? Okay. Question number 7. Where is it? Car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover using 2 3/4 liters of petrol? Very simple. Distance covered by car in 1 liter of petrol. So that is 16 km. Therefore, distance covered by car in 2 3/4 liters of petrol. That's unitary method again. It means 16 into 2 3/4. That is 16 into 11/4. 4. That's 44 kilometers. Any doubt anyone is having? Simple unitary method. Distance covered by car in 1 liter of petrol, that is 16 kilometer. Distance covered by car in 3/4 liters of petrol, that is 16 into this. If I ask you that you cover distance of 1 kilometer, you cover 50 kilometers of distance in 1 hour. In 2 hours, what distance will be covered? 50 into 2, that is 100 kilometers. But here the scenario is in liters. We are talking about the mileage of the car. This is called mileage of the car. Mileage, average. You understand? No, average mileage given by the car. It means that in 1 liter, what amount of distance? More this value will be better your efficiency of car. You understand? More mileage. Because people run for the mileage of the car. Because you have to see the average. Means in 1 liter of petrol, what amount of distance is covered by a car? If it's more, the better is the performance of your car, better is the efficiency of your car. Clear? Next, last question. Question number 8. Provide the number in the box such that 2 by 3 dash is equal to 10 by 30. Simple. So, simple. What shall I multiply 2 with so that I get the result as 10? Simple, we know that 2 into 5 is 10. Clear? What shall I multiply 3 with so that I get 30? That's 10. Therefore, answer is 5 by 10. Clear? Or if you don't know how to do it, see, the question was 2 by 3 box 10 by 30. What you can do? Divide 10 by 2, 5. Divide 30 by 3, 10. What is the answer? 5 by 10. So this is how you can do. Next. Second part of this, write the simplest form of the number obtained in this. Number obtained is 5 by 10. What is the simplest form? 1 by 2. Clear? Simplest form means non-reducible form, standard form, lowest form. Clear? Second part of this, B, this is A. Again same question, 3 by 5 box, what shall I multiply so that I get 24 at 170? Again same thing. Divide 24 by 3, we'll be getting 8. Divide 75 by 5, what will be getting? 15. So what is the answer? Answer is 8 by 15. If I multiply 3 by 5 with 8 by 15, I'll be getting 24 by 75. Question is, find the simplest form of the number. Again, 8 by 15. 8 by 15 is the simplest form. We cannot reduce it. This is the answer. By this, your exercise 2.3 is over. I think you would have observed my speed also in this, and you would have seen that I am doing less explanation here. Why? Because you are already very thorough with this. Because I have already explained you yesterday in itself. It's very easy to understand. Multiplication is very easy. Just simply multiply numerators, multiply denominator. If they are cutting, cut them. Simple answer, no LCM, nothing. So that is why I am feeling very easy and very fast with this, because multiplication is very easy as compared to addition and subtraction, where we have to see like terms, unlike terms. If unlike terms, we have to convert them like term by taking LCM, then we will add. But in case of multiplication, simply like, unlike, it doesn't matter. Multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator, that is your answer. That is why I am very confident and I am having faster speed in this exercise during multiplication. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Stay home, stay safe and have a blissful day. Thank you.